Well, hi there everybody. This video is really um, more for my loyal subscribers, especially those of you, maybe you could help me out. I'm actually going to do sort of, going to do right now kind of like, how should I say, a video resume of me, Elton McFall, because for those of you who are not familiar, I mean, yeah, of course I make money. I make, so many $100 a month from my YouTube videos. I make so many $100 a month from selling on eBay. But the fact of the matter is that life is expensive, especially here in Quebec. So therefore, I'm just barely getting by right now. So I thought, well, since I'm having trouble finding the kind of job I'm looking for, well, why not maybe make it easier for myself and maybe even somebody who has or works at a company that you could see me working in. You know what I'm saying? You could put in a good word for me or hire me, and so I want to keep doing what I love doing, related to, as you know, my passion for vehicles, and but at the same time, I need to keep more money coming in consistently on a part-time job. When I mean part-time job, I mean about 15-20 hours a week, not more than that. And the other day I did geez, I wish I had a tripod right now. The other day I did a job actually, which only lasted actually about 2.5 hours, because unfortunately it was so hard I couldn't believe it. I mean, in 2.5 hours I never worked so hard in my life. And I've done cleaning. I used to do a cleaning job years ago as full time for seniors. But in 2.5 hours, a couple of days ago, I worked in a school, and man, oh man, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how difficult it was. Even after like a half hour, 45 minutes, I think I was working in the second classroom. I was just sweeping the floors, and the boss, she said, "Yeah, well, you have to have a classroom done in 3 to 4 minutes." And I'm like, man, that's crazy. That's not possible. So anyway, it didn't work out. And yeah, also recently I worked in a Salvation Army on the corner of my street, sorting in donations, which was also hard work too and not easy. And I did that because it was near my house as well. And I'm also doing this because I got a criteria. There's a lot of most jobs I'm not interested in doing. I don't mind doing like manual labor. But the thing is, also at the same time, I mean, I've worked at Pure Later loading and unloading trucks, and that's fucking hard, man. Excuse me for swearing. Speaking of swearing, if I was to go back and work in a call center, because I do have 2.5, almost 3 years experience working customer service for the Saint Hubert barbecue restaurant chain, I never swear on the phone with the clients. It's really very professional. I mean, as I know, if you guys know my videos, well, yes, I do swear a lot, of course, and sometimes not so much. But on a professional basis, like right now, what I'm trying to do is, trying to make a video resume. Well, it's, I'm trying to be on my best behavior and to my P's and Q's, you know. And as you guys can see here, if you're not familiar with myself and what I do, well, I have some paintings here, as you can see, and there's my kitty cat Gloria. Hi, Gloria. And some of my other paintings and stuff. So you can see cars are my life. You should know, if by any chance, if you're not too familiar with who I am, and you want to throw me a bone here on a part-time basis, and I'm a trustworthy guy and dynamic and all this stuff. I am visually impaired, however, so that should be said. That's important to note, because obviously the cleaning job I was doing the other day, didn't help too well. But like 16 years ago, I did do house cleaning for seniors, like I mentioned, for like 2 years. So it wasn't, you know, that wasn't an issue. I am an artist, so yeah, my CV is kind of checkered. And I've mostly worked in call centers and customer service more than anything else. I gotta stop here to see if this video is okay, actually. So just to continue, guys, I wanted to make sure that I was still in focus and not too zoomed in there, since I played with the lens a little bit while I was talking. Here's a picture of my business card, just with some information there. Phone numbers there if you need to jot it down. So I was talking about my eyesight. You know, when I was working in a call center, and call centers, like I said, which I was good at, you know, it wasn't really an issue because I always had a large computer to monitor, usually loaned to me from the Montreal Association for the Blind, which I've been a customer with since I was 13. I'm 40 years now, 40 years old, by the way, now. Montrealer, born and raised, knock on wood. And there's my computer right here. See, I got the monitor right there, 27-inch. It's a beautiful thing. It's great. It's great for not just for entertainment purposes, but for uploading videos and listing collectibles on eBay. And just to give you an idea, speaking of the collectibles I list on eBay, look at this. This is all stuff here that I have on eBay right now. All this stuff here. Oh, hi, Gloria. Meow. Yeah, she's got a tough life. I'm going to be listing that Pontiac over there sometime soon. And got more ads here on my bus seat. So anyway, yeah, I just have my kitty cat there. I'm a single white male. I live here in Hochelaga, nice neighborhood. I've been here over 3 years. I got a great landlord. I got a great family. So my pastime, unlike a lot of people who do sports, no, my pastime really is getting out there and, you know, let me just see if this is still in focus here. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, getting out there and walking a lot and filming, you know, filming streets, filming vehicles, and that's really my life. I mean, if I could be somehow in the transportation business, that would be amazing. I would love to be. I would love it, you know, whether it's customer service or some sort of physical labor. I mean, I've done a lot of different stuff, you know, it's nothing high paying or anything, but, you know, and I'll always do what I love doing. It's no question about it. But again, I need to have 15 to 20 hours a week job, regardless if it's minimum wage or more, to keep doing what I love doing, because, you know, I know a lot of you would be like, stunned and really disappointed if I just stopped doing YouTube altogether, you know, because I know you really enjoy my videos, but frankly, you want to know how much I make on my videos? I make about $500 a month, which is good, it's great, but it's not enough. It's not enough, man. My rent alone is $660 a month. It's gone up. I mean, a bus pass is $83 a month. Then there's my phone bill, my hydro bill. You got to pay for food. So I don't even really have much of a social life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a typical guy. You know, in a way, I'm kind of like a teenager. I'm still doing what I love doing ever since I was a kid. You know, occasionally working on a painting or, you know, this and that. But again, you know, it would be terrific if this video actually helps me in some regard. But I'm frankly, I'm doing this in skepticism because I know that a lot of the people who look at my videos or look at videos generally are people like, you know, I'd say in their 20s and under. I got a lot of kids who are subscribed to my channel, which is really cool, you know. It makes me proud because it's not just that I'm a funny guy and they have the same passion as I do, let's say for buses or trains or trucks or old cars, but it's an educational aspect as well, you know. And I think that's really cool. So, so that's about it. You know, again, if you ever want to chat with me further, you know, and you know, you're old school like me, and you prefer more of you know, talking on the phone rather than emailing. I mean, I don't even text. And my phone, look at this, my cell phone is a flip phone. See, so I just need the basic. I don't care about texting or a smartphone or anything. But if you ever want to talk to me, again, my phone number, and you have a job possibly for me, well, let's talk about it, or I can try out anyway. Worst case scenario, you don't know unless you try. You can reach me at 514-598-1773. And that being said, might as well shoot for the stars at this point. Hell, I even might say myself having a TV show about what I do. About old cars, about old trucks, buses at one time. And by the way, one time I was on the radio for a contest for a station that doesn't even exist anymore called 940 News AM. And I was in the top 4 people of the finalists of this contest I had to win your own radio show. And I remember that the host said that I actually had more people calling in to when I was on the air a couple of times than the other contestants. So that always, like, that never left me. And I was like, wow, that's so cool, you know. But again, you know, I mean, what are the odds of being able to land a DJ job, a radio personality job in your own city? It's very, very limited. So Anyway, so oh well, there you go. There, let's just finish with a picture of my old man with his girlfriend Francine. Unfortunately, they're both deceased. And my dad was a great man, James D. McFall. That's Francine there, and he died of pneumonia in 2006. But you know, whatever. Oblo di obla da, life goes on, and I'm a lot like him. So you guys take care there, and have yourselves a nice day or evening or whatever the case. Bye bye.